Americans are offered a myriad of ways to finance their American dream, but at what cost?
For every dollar they were asking for in principal, they wanted $2 more in interest and fees.
Today, a mountain of crises from crushing credit card debts to home foreclosures is threatening to destroy that American dream. And often, it isn't the fault of the consumer. There are fewer protections for consumers today than in the 1970s, and the lending and credit industries have engaged in a deliberate process of deregulation, resulting in our current state of few substantive consumer protections. Despite a thriving economy in the last decade, a growing number of families are overwhelmed by credit problems and soaring debt burdens. Americans for Fairness in Lending is a nonprofit national awareness campaign to educate Americans about the role of the lending and credit industry in America's debt crisis. We focus on the consumer debt industry as a whole. We are about mortgage lending, credit cards, automobile financing, payday loans, bank fees, and many other aspects of the lending world. Our partners and contributors include leading consumer and civil rights groups in the country. Our unified message is simple: to establish fair credit policies and practices. Current laws allow lenders to encourage and profit enormously from personal debt. Discrimination and the selling of unaffordable and abusive loans are rampant. Here are some of the top tricks of the lending trade and what you can do to avoid them. Your credit's bad, so you have to take this lousy deal. Shop around. Watch out for low-interest credit scams that tack on big fees for prepayment, late payment, documents, or credit reports. A blemished credit record is no reason to accept credit at 25%, 50%, or even several 100% annual interest rates. Low monthly payments forever. Don't base your borrowing decisions on low monthly payments alone. Paying $100 a month for 24 months costs a lot more than paying $150 a month for 12 months. These are the rules for now. Look out for sneaky changes to your agreement. Loans and credit card companies can simply send you a notice with a monthly statement that they're changing the rate, the due date, the fees and penalties, or the amount of time that you have to pay off the loan. Missing this small single notice locks borrowers into terms they never agreed to. What can you do as a consumer? Visit us at www.affil.org and take these steps. Demand change. Contact your legislators, both state and federal. Tell them that predatory lending must stop. Contact your lenders. Reject unfair practices in your contract. Don't be a victim. Be informed. Use the shopping guides on our website. Share your story. Help others avoid predators and pitfalls by sharing your story on our website. Alert your friends. Send them our website. Support us. Become a member and donate. Our website has many ways in which you can participate. Borrower protection can't be left to the lenders. We propose 6 principles of fair lending against which all practices and products must be tested across the life of the loan and its collection. Responsibility. Lenders must gauge ability to repay and offer borrowers the most affordable and suitable products for which they qualify. Justice. All participants in the making, collecting, holding, and buying of debt have a duty to deal fairly with the borrower. Equality. We all must have equal access to appropriate and fair products and services regardless of race, gender, education, or other socioeconomic status. Information. We require full disclosure of all costs, fees, terms, penalties, and collection practices in language that is clearly understood by the borrower. Accountability. Lenders must track and report their lending activity. Law and enforcement. Our government must establish and enforce laws that hold members of the lending industry liable for bad practices. There must be mechanisms for reporting abusers and compensation for victims of lending abuse. The steady lobbying from the lending industry has led to great erosion of consumer protection over the past decades. If we don't stand up and demand change, consumers will continue to be taken advantage of. The future of our financial wellness and the health of the economy are dependent upon reform. Get the facts at Americans for Fairness in Lending. Join us. Together we can make a change and save the American dream.